punish this thing or it'll punish you. Your choice.
Nerozi pulls the arrow out of his chest and says,
All right.
"Come get some, bitches."
Nix shouts, "Prison riot!"
You take 1 damage from pulling the arrow out of your chest.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
You have not tried to use your magic. Here's the other thing about magic is you need material components or a focus, which you don't have that.
Is this tarantula poisonous? Can I have Calvinus inquire as to that with his druidic experience?
Yeah, roll nature.
He has an ability to speak with animals. Speech of beast and leaf. You have the ability to communicate in a limited manner with beasts and plants. They can understand the meaning of your words, though you have no special ability to understand them in return.
You know that this spider is not poisonous in any way, dangerous to something larger than like a cricket.
Okay.
Theron, at the gate. So these drow come in, they close the gate behind them, they go to the back, they grab this stool. One of these other prisoners that came in with you is, for whatever reason, playing hero here and trying to prevent them from taking their prey. What are you going to do?
Well, that sucks that I'm all the way back here. I'm gonna move closer. That's for damn sure. I guess that's all I can do right now. I don't have any weapons or ranged weapons or anything, so I'm just gonna get closer. With the intention of attacking, of course.
If all you're doing is moving, you can move twice. Use your action to move if you want to rush.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Theron rushes.
Oh, yeah, Theron sees the opportunity to fucking beat down some drow, so he's going for it.
Bupido sees what's going down and says, "Pardon me, Tonel Clipper. Bupido knows this will be very dangerous, and he must go over here where it is safe. Excuse me." And he takes his feet out of Thorin's mouth and moves over to the side. And Jim Jar goes back to his corner, mumbling something about who wants to bet someone here is going to die. Then the drow drop stool, level a hand crossbow at Nerozi. All right, so he's sort of discombobulated by this little mushroom sort of still wiggling near his feet, and his shot rings wild, and he sort of curses, throws his little crossbow down, and rushes towards you while pulling out a scimitar. Prince Darendil says, "Oh, please, there's no cause for violence here. Everyone just calm down. I'm sure we can talk about this in a diplomatic and civilized manner." Then the little mushroom, having been dropped, wriggles away as fast as he can. Roland, what are you going to do?
Roland is still kind of dazed from his freak out when you realize that he is back with the drow and that he got Tordic in this situation.
Roland is especially aware of what a terrible situation he's in.
So I think he's still kind of freaking out right here. And Tordic's just kind of talking to him and trying to get him to snap out of it and say, hey, this is an opportunity. I think Roland's not having any of it right now.
So he's not gonna.
No, so he's just still like realizing the weight of the situation that he's in, because he knows all too well what drow are and what they do, and he can see out in the cavern and see the spiders and see the drop and see the water and see everything. And
all right, what about Thorin?
Thorin is like, you know what? I don't know what's going on. I'm just gonna try and, I guess, help that guy who seemed like he was standing up for the mushroom. So cast Entangle on the closer guy.
Unfortunately, it fizzles and does not work.
And Thorin looks around and says, "Uh-oh." He just kind of looks around like, and that's it.
Anil has an ability, he has feline agility, so he's going to move faster. He's going to move at double speed. I guess he'll just run right up to this dude, attempt to cast Vicious Mockery upon him. It requires only verbal.
All right, so what do you say?
Well, should I roll for it first, see if it hits?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah!
What do you say?
He's a bard. So he starts clapping his hands and he goes, little drow, I'm going to kill you anyhow.
Okay, well, it was probably better than that, but...
Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery. That's the first usage of the spell of the namesake on the podcast, and this is what we get.
That's the best we could do.
That's excellent.
Wow. That feels real good.
All right, so unfortunately it has no effect either. You feel that your innate relationship with the weave is severed.
Can he say real quick when that happens, can he say, magic doesn't work, doesn't work?
Yes, you can say that.
No magic.
Yes, he can definitely say that.
Nyx is up. Who are the other prisoners? There's the dwarf guy, the NPC, Deep Gnome. That's the one I was thinking
Yeah,
of.
it's a deep gnome guy. There's the other little blue guy. There's the Quaggoth and the mushroom.
Is the Quaggoth like big?
Yeah, he's like the size of like a polar bear, maybe even larger.
Well, then Nyx tries to intimidate him and like, what are you waiting for? Tackle him.
He's way across the room from you, so like, what are you doing from there? She can't even see you. So you just like go around to where you can see him and just start scolding him into fighting.
Yeah. Hey, well, you big guy, what are you doing? Help us.
He's like, I'm not a fighter, but I do. I do. A noble person should protect the weak. Okay, I will help. Just this once. I don't normally like to fight.
Great. Yeah, get him.
Tordic.
I think he probably is talking with Roland. Come on, Roland. This is probably our best chance. Let's go. Let's jump in with the others. We can do this, mate. And then he gets up and he probably runs. And I can do double speed since I'm not attacking this turn, right?
Yes.
So I'd be able. So normally I move 25, right? And he heads over to help out.
The other drow goes. Hwah! It's just an awful, awful noise, but it's insanely loud, and you immediately hear some doors opening. Those of you who are looking out the portcullis see 3 people run out of the room, 3 drow run out of the room in the opposite little stalactite and run towards the portcullis.
Shit.
All right, now it's Jeff Bigglesworth's turn.
He sees the other guys coming and shouts, to everyone, we got reinforcements. Try and help out Nyx. So he moves up next to her, and then he's gonna move up further, try and get closer to the 2 back here, and that's it.
All right, so he moves in to fight. Next is going to be who's that? Neurosi.
Neurosi steps forward and attempts to stab the arrow into the face of the drow.
That's just going to be an attack without proficiency.
1.
All right. So Neurosi feebly comes up with the arrow and sort of swats at the drow. He bats his hand away, sneering. Calvinus's turn.
Calvinus tries to come in as much as he can from the side. Actually attempts a grapple.
The drow easily maneuvers out of the way of your weak, malnourished grasp. Continuing to rush forward, one of the drow outside the gate draws his hand crossbow, firing it at Thorin.
I thought the door was locked.
It is, but it's a portcullis. It's got slats. It's open slats.
Does it give me any cover?
Yeah, I'll give you cover. Also, he's beyond range.
Can we see which of the drow has the keys? Could you identify that one?
Is it the same one with the horn thing?
Nope.
Hell yeah. So can we see the keys hanging on his belt?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so he runs in. You see a bolt fly through the grate, past Thorin's head, clattering to the ground.
All right, so we got these people running in on us.
What happens if we all die in the first session?
Yeah, well. And you said magic has not worked. Which character yelled that out?
Anil.
So I know that my magic attack won't work. Can I try and disarm this drow in front of me?
You sure can. I don't think I've ever had someone try to disarm.
Well, you're having it now, baby.
Let me look it up. To disarm, you have to be a battle master, and it's a special attack.
What?
I will allow you to attempt to disarm. I'm going to make it take 2 turns, though. First, you got to grapple him.
All right, so I have to try and grapple. What would I use to do that? Just strength?
Athletics.
Oh, athletics.
You could.
Shit, yeah, dog.
Nice. Crit.
So you grab a hold of the arm that has his weapon in it. You got a real fucking good grasp on it. And then Bupido moves. He says this to Roland. He says, Bupido knows that you will survive this fight. One of the other guards runs up and shoots a bolt right at Roland.
Which are these the guards outside then?
Yes. Hitting him right in the side of the neck. You take 5 piercing damage as the bolt pierces your neck, and you need to make a constitution save. You also fall unconscious.
Was that the one grappling with the guy?
No.
No, that was the dude that the toenail dude just came up to and said, "Hey, you're gonna be all right, dog." Nope. Immediately dies.
That's amazing.
Or goes unconscious. I mean.
Jim Jar still in his little corner, says, well, if I was a betting man, I would bet against anything that guy says. The drow surrounded on both sides with Calvinus on one side, Nerosi in front of him. He attacks over towards Calvinus. All right, slicing into him, dealing 6 piercing damage as Calvinus is hit with a sword. This other drow outside moves right up to the grate. So he stumbles as he runs up and shoots the crossbow bolt off, hits the portcullis instead. Then Darendil runs out of his corner, finally joining the battle, running up to aid Theron. Stool continues to cower and shiver. Roland is unconscious, and then it is Enil's turn.
Enil snaps out his hand, and his claws come out. He's looking right at the keys. He attempts to charge in and rip the keys off of the drow soldier's belt as he's like sort of running past him. His goal is just to get the keys and run past him. He's using his feline agility, which gives him double speed. So if he gets them, he wants to try to get 45 feet if he is successful. So let's see.
He runs and snatches at the keys, but the drow easily dodges out of the way.
Yeah, I guess he's just going to stay right behind him.
Thorin.
Look around and see if he can find either of the arrows that those drow shot at him and missed.
Yeah, I would say that you could find one of those arrows.
It up and then tries to get as close as he can to the nearest drow.
Let's call it taking half your movement to go snag that arrow, and then whatever you got left.
And I'll do a full move. I want to call it my regular move speed is how much I have left.
No, because half your movement, so that's only like 25. Let's say half is 10. So you got 35 left.
Then I'm up next to Jeff.
Thorin, arrow in hand, runs into the fray. And then what does Nyx do after that?
Nyx is also going to charge into the fray and just like try and get at least one of the crossbows. So she's going to make it to one of them. Adam, how are all your guys sideways?
You can spin them now. They updated it. If you click on them,
Dude, you've been able to do that for a while now.
Spinnable icons.
You've been able to do that since we were playing the campaign earlier.
you could spin them.
All right, what is Tordic?
Spin 'em. Get your spinners on.
What is Tordic doing?
Roland's been hit. We got guards that are coming in through the gate, right? So I can get all the way to this drow that Theron's attacking, right?
Yep.
But I won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, if you use your action to move again, then yes, you can't do it.
Yeah, so I can just get to him.
Max, how high up is that eye on the above the portcullis?
It's like up near the ceiling, like I would say about 15 feet up.
15 feet, and it's made of stone, or?
You don't know what it's made of.
Don't know what it's made of. Okay. Nerosi is going to try to get those keys.
So how is Nerosi trying to do this? Trying to just like grab them?
Just try to jump and just yank him off his belt.
Okay, so he feebly grabs out, and the drow easily dodges out of the way.
Calvinus is going to try to get the keys.
He thinks he's got him, but the drow is just a little bit too fast.
Crap!
Second. And the other drow still shoots Roland. And Bupido cradles Roland and then starts just like gathering the blood from Roland's wounds into his hands and like taking small sips of it as he rubs it on Roland's face. What is Theron doing?
Okay, so Theron has successfully grappled this drow. I'm going to attempt to disarm him now. Alright, Theron, baby. Come on, baby.
Nice!
Fucking shit, Theron. Yeah, dog. 23.
So Theron grabs his sword away from him.
Nice.
Yeah! Theron!
Drow finds himself weaponless. Bupido drinks a little bit of Roland's blood in a loving way.
What the fuck?
And then he sort of skitters away, trying to get away from the drow at the portcullis. And one of them moves a little closer and takes aim at Thorin. Does a 20 hit you, Thorin?
Yes, it does.
So you get hit with a crossbow bolt from these drow for 4 piercing damage, and you need to make a Constitution save.
And it's against poison?
Correct.
I'm a dwarf, so I have resistance to poison.
Yep.
And resistance to poison damage.
Roll at advantage. You shrug off this poison from this dart as Jim Jar continues to sort of huddle closer back into his little corner. The drow that now finds himself surrounded extracts himself from this group and begins fleeing. He disengaged.
Oh, so we don't get attack of opportunity.
Correct.
Okay.
The other drow standing at the portcullis here fires another crossbow bolt at Thorin. Does a 13 hit.
Yep.
For 4 piercing damage. Another Constitution save at advantage.
Another crit.
Nice.
Alrighty. And once again, you just fucking shrug it off. You got a couple of bolts coming out of your back. But you're like, man, I've been fucking more than this on a Tuesday. And then Darendil finally gets himself. He's like, okay, I think I'm ready to begin fighting. And fighting go. And he swipes with his paw, which has, you're noticing now, just absolutely enormous talons on it.
Oh shit!
Against this drow, but he was a little worried about it, so he sort of like stuck it out there, and the drow dodged. He was like, "Next time, fellows, next time, I certainly do promise." The mushroom continues skittering, trying to find the furthest location from all of this activity. Roland needs to make
a death save.
So Roland.
So that's a success.
Yep. Roland breathes.
One success.
Anil runs and attempts to tackle this drow that's trying to run away. And Anil says, "Not so fast!"
And he stumbles a little bit as he goes and just sort of slides face first towards his feet.
I wonder if we should be saying what we're...
No. Don't say the rolls. Just give descriptions.
So how does helping work?
Basically, you use your action to give some advantage when they do their thing.
I'm pretty sure the dwarf is stronger than the cat person. Thorin is going to attempt to stab this drow with the poison arrow he picked up.
No, you clang into his armor. Nyx
attempt to stab him with her sharp stone.
Nice.
All right, that's going to hit him.
Nice.
This is the first time you guys have hit anything.
Yeah, right?
Nyx takes out her stone, comes up behind the drow, slitting his throat. He grabs up as the blood comes out of this wound. He's a little surprised that anyone had anything on them that could actually hurt him.
And she's like cackling as she does this.
Tordik attempts to wrestle himself back up. So that's another athletics roll for you. He manages to shove you off of him, and he stands back up and then begins running away. Everybody around him gets an attack of opportunity.
Hell yeah. I'll go first. What is that sword, though?
Short sword. Nyx misses as he runs. Theron hits. What about Tordik? Both Theron and Prince Darendil hit the drow as he pulls himself up off the ground and just starts trying to flee. Pulls himself up. He takes one step, and you just finish off the cut that Nyx started, severing his head. Not quite through the spine. You hit the spinal cord, and it stops the sword, and the head just sort of flops backwards as he falls to his knees and then to the ground. Immediately afterwards, Prince Darendil says, "Oh, fighting Irene!" and hops on top of him, tearing the head the rest of the way off and just like eating the shit out of all the nastiness hanging out of the bottom of his neck, and then like diving into the chest cavity and just tearing him all to pieces.
Yes, wear his head like a hat.
No, it's too delicious! And he's dead. In case
It wasn't clear.
Arrows start clattering around Thorin as more drow arrive and shoot arrows at you all. Another one hits Thorin for 4 damage and make a Constitution save.
Well, he's down. He's at below 0.
Oh, that from that damage. Thorin takes an arrow in the side of the neck, gurgles a little bit, and then goes down.
Nerozi shouts out, "Destroy the eye!" I don't know how much he's allowed to shout out as he's running, but it basically wants to say like, "Destroy the eye. It's blocking our magic." Is his hunch.
Yeah, you can say all of that.
And then he proceeds to try to run and grab the keys off of this drow.
Yeah, he snags him.
Hey, finally got him.
The drow looks down and like spits in anger. Jeff.
He's gonna try and grapple him.
He grabs him. Nerozi runs, grabs the keys. Jeff runs, grabs the drow. What does Calvinus do?
Help Jeff grapple the drow. So to help, do I need to roll?
And next time he rolls, he's going to get advantage.
Well, if I just try to grapple now, would that do anything or?
That would enter you into the grapple with the guy as well as him. But he's better at it than you are. You're pretty weak, aren't you? Or is that the other guy?
Yeah, no, all my guys are weak in strength for the most part. I guess I'll just try to help Jeff in case he gets an attack of opportunity or whatever.
All right, the drow outside start shooting. They say, "Stand down and we'll stop killing you. Dear Lord, this is such a waste of money." And they start shooting at Jeff. Jeff takes 8 piercing damage as the arrow sinks like straight into his rib cage, maybe piercing a lung. Make a Constitution save. Yeah, and then he falls unconscious.
Oh no, he falls like almost dead.
Okay, so he's still alive though, right?
Well, he's at -1.
Oh, so he's more than unconscious. That Constitution save was not necessary.
The arrow itself reduced him to 1 hit point, and then he failed the poison save. So I'm assuming it did 1 damage or more.
No, it didn't do any damage.
Oh.
Just made him go unconscious. Drow at the portcullis, one of them shoots at Theron. So he just barely misses as Theron dodges out of the way.
Theron kind of looks over his shoulder with distaste.
And Jim Jar sitting in his... He's like, "Don't any of you understand that the odds are stacked in the house's favor here? Dear Lord, I just met you all. I don't want you to die right away. Stand down."
Theron kind of under his breath says, "I need this."
All right, well, nice knowing you. Jeff's asleep.
Jeff fall asleep on top of the guy because he was mid-grapple.
He's just sort of like slumped down to his knees. Now it looks like he's trying to give the dude a weird blow.
Nice.
Wait, a weird what does that mean? Like he doesn't know how to put his mouth, so it's like he's trying to do it sideways.
He's not very good at it.
Like, what's a weird I don't understand. How do you make a weird?
Like a racist joke beforehand, and he didn't know.
That just makes it an offensive, not a weird one.
Look, the point is that he's unencumbered by Jeff, and he just pushes him off of him and tries to extricate himself from the group using disengage, continuing to make his way towards the door, even though he doesn't have his keys anymore. Drow, continuing to pepper you with crossbows. Does a 20 hit Theron? Yes?
Yes, it does.
For 5 piercing damage. And he needs to make a Constitution save. So you are unaffected by the poison. Prince Darendil, his face covered in gore and blood, says, "This is fun!" and rushes towards the other drow. And Stool, the little mushroom, continues cowering. Death save, please, Roland.
Do we have any idea what was on the body of the drow who died? Did he have a shield? Did he have just armor?
He seems to be wearing a little bit of armor. He had his weapons on him, and that's pretty much it.
And by weapons, was it just one sword?
Sword and crossbow.
Oh, Anil runs to the crossbow. He runs over to the crossbow, picks it up. Can I attack with it?
Well, you'll have to pull his crossbow and the bolts.
Okay.
To get both of those and to get over there, you're not going to still be able to do it.
Anil yells out, "Got a crossbow!" And he says, "Take that guy's crossbow!"
You ran up to the dead dude and grabbed his hand crossbow and his bolts. All right, so you got 10 bolts.
Hell yeah.
Thorin, who is dead, so death save Thorin. Thorin coughs up some blood.
Shit.
Nyx.
She's gonna get closer to the door and hide behind whoever is still left standing.
All right, so she's trying to be inconspicuous over there.
Towards the door, but yeah, not be leading the charge.
Tordik.
Tordik sees that Roland's in trouble. He's trying to get over there.
Tordik rushes to Roland's aid as one of the drow on the outside starts shooting at Darendil.
Polar bear dude?
Yeah.
Is he a polar bear?
He's a Quaggoth. 5 piercing damage. Darendil falls unconscious from the poison. The other drow fires another arrow actually at Tordik, who is rushing towards them. Tordik takes 8 piercing damage as the drow hits him with the crossbow bolt as he's running up to save Roland, who is slumped over right at the portcullis where they're all standing. Tordik also needs to make a Constitution save against poison. He easily shrugs it off.
Nerozi runs over, grabs the body of the dead drow, holds it up as a protective shield in front of himself and Anil. For now, he's just going to hold it up in place, so Anil's sort of blocked by it and he's blocked by it.
Jeff Bigglesworth is unconscious.
Calvinus runs. He like cowers behind Anil, who has the crossbow.
So they're all hiding behind what little
Yeah,
cover.
and Nerosi's sort of like trying to peek out and see if arrows are coming with his dark vision and whatnot.
Another crossbow bolt flies out at Tordek, clattering on the ground near your feet. Theron's turn.
Makes it to the drow.
So you run to
so
attack, which
bloodthirsty, he misses.
sort of slips in your hand, and you almost drop the sword. One of the other drow outside shoots an arrow. Theron missing, and Jimjar just sits resignedly in his corner, waiting for you all to die. As the drow that you guys are next to extricates himself from this situation carefully, makes his way to the grate, and says, "Okay, let me out, guys." To which his master sticks him with his short sword, skewering him and killing him. He's like, "Fucking morons. Now they have weapons. This is so annoying."
Vicious mockery.